Do you have a tendency of getting defensive about your actions? Like if someone points you out that, okay, maybe you shouldn't have done it this way, and immediately you're like, see, this is the reason why I did it, and this works so much better than all the other possible scenarios. And instead of, having a logical discussion with that person, you instantly get angry that someone's questioning you. Do you feel afraid of being rejected or criticized by others on your actions? Do you feel afraid to even ask people for help, worried about what they will think about you if you do so? If you are facing these struggles, then you probably have an inferiority complex. And this is exactly what I will be discussing in this video today. Hi guys, welcome back to Guilt Free Mind. A very warm welcome to all the returning subscribers and those who are new here, welcome. I am Dr. Shruti Bhattacharya, founder and author of guiltfreemind.com. Guilt Free Mind is your one-stop mental health destination. Anything you need regarding mental health is available there. The link to the blog will be in the description below. However, that background is being provided to you by Sir Zeus, my dog. Alright, so in this video, what I plan to discuss is, do you have inferiority complex? Not a big thing. At times, all of us have. With regards to certain thing or the other, we may not be good at a certain task. Now, it's impossible to be perfect at everything. We want, but it's not physically possible. So you may not be great at some task, and you may feel that inferior towards others, and you may feel like you are being your own biggest critic, and you feel that you're not being good. And having those feelings with one task, a few tasks, is okay. But if you're constantly having that feeling in most of your tasks, then you have an inferiority complex. So let's break this whole thing down into smaller chunks, and I will give you 10 different points to figure out if you do have inferiority complex or not. Before I divulge into those 10 points, I would like to take this time to request you, if you haven't liked the video, go ahead, do so. Trust me, this content is very important for you. And if you would like to know more of my other stuffs, more of what I discuss, I mainly do productivity, trauma counseling, grief, anxiety, depression, basic issues with your personalities, behavior, and how to modify yourself. So if you want to live a more positive life, go ahead, click that subscribe button as well. If you want to become a member of the channel, there is also a join button. I plan to put up specific one-on-one interactions with my members, and there will also be group discussions where we discuss mental health on YouTube itself. So please, if you want to know more, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and join. Alright, let's get into it. So the first point that would show that you probably have an inferiority complex is constant self-doubt. You made a cake. You made a sponge cake. The cake is ready. You take it out of the oven. You're happy. You look at it for like 2 seconds. You're very happy with your accomplishment. And then the doubt sets in. Will it taste good? Does it look good? I'm pretty sure everyone else will bake a cake that's so much better than mine. You were happy with what you did. You were happy. And then you allowed all of those thoughts to take over, and then your self-confidence took a deep dive somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. You lost all of that confidence. So if you are constantly going through a whirlpool of self-doubt, you buy a pen. You like the pen, but you are worried others will not like it. It doesn't matter what others think about your pen, it's your pen. But still, you are worried that others will not like you. You are worried that you wasted your money. You are worried that the pen is not a good investment. You are constantly worried and constantly doubting each and every decision that you take. You decide to make a morning routine, you decide to follow it, but you're worried your spouse will, not be happy with it. You want to prioritize yourself, but you're worried about your spouse. You are constantly in a state of self-doubt, even if no one's telling you anything. No one's voiced out an opinion, no one's said anything negative. You are still constantly worried and constantly doubting every decision that you make. This is the first sign, constant self-doubt. Point number 2, constantly comparing yourself to others. Someone else has a successful business and you're like, oh, if I even start that business, it's never going to be successful. Or you may have a similar business and you're like, oh my god, that person's doing so well. I can never reach there. I will never reach there. You are anyways doubting yourself. Then you're comparing yourself to others. You're constantly thinking that everyone else around you is so much better than you. You are strong. I mean, that person is so strong. They have the ability to deal with everything. I don't know. I'm just falling apart. I cannot do this. You are so much better than me. Constantly, like stuck in that scenario where you are comparing yourself. You don't have to compare yourself to others. You're perfect the way you are, but that feeling, that necessary component of marginalizing yourself with others doesn't go away. So, oh my god, this person looks so pretty in this dress. I will never look that pretty in that dress. Oh, will I look good? Can I do it? Like, that is not a good habit. Like, yeah, we were born in a society where comparison is like in the air, but it doesn't mean that you have to keep going with it. Constantly comparing and then belittling yourself about it. I can never be as good as that person. Oh my god, this person looks so good in this dress. I will never look that good. This person cooks so well. I can never cook that well. It's just not possible for me. I'm just not that kind of a person. Constant comparing followed by self-belittling. Constantly seeking others' approval. As I said, you decide on a morning routine, but you want everyone else around you to approve of it. I bought a dress. You show it to the whole world and you want every single person to approve of it, then you'll feel good about your purchase. If people do not approve of what you purchased, then it's not good. Then you did a mistake. You should never have bought that dress. It's the ugliest dress you've seen in the world. Like, you see how the emotions are like multiplying with themselves and becoming into this huge volcano of a thing inside your head? It doesn't have to be that way. But those with inferiority complex feel this way. They will constantly compare themselves to others. They will belittle themselves and still seek approval. And if you bought a thing for yourself, it doesn't matter if someone else likes it or not. It's for you. Even when they choose a boyfriend or when they decide to spend their life with someone, when they select a life partner, they will ask opinion of 10 different people. Do you think this person is good for me? Do you think I should stay in this relationship? It's your relationship. You have to decide. You cannot ask others or cannot expect others to make that decision for you. But such people will always seek others' approval instead of relying on themselves for making a decision. Point number 4, perfectionism. They want to be good. Being good is great, but being a perfectionism has its own disadvantage. They want to do everything in the perfect possible manner. It just has to be perfect. But unfortunately, we live in a world where you cannot be perfect even if you try to. Suppose you do something which is absolutely beautiful and perfect and everything, but there will always be one person who will come and say, oh, maybe you could have done it like that. Maybe you could have done it like this. Or something else. And that sets off the whole negative loop in your head. You again start thinking, I shouldn't have done this. I am not good at it. You compare yourself to others. Maybe others, if that person who gave me the idea, if that person would have done it, it would have been so much prettier by that person, etc., etc. You want to achieve something, but you are never happy with what you achieve. You want more. And then when someone comes and tells you, even if that's just 1% out of 100, 99 people approved of what you did, one person comes and says, maybe it's not that great. It crashes your world down, right down to ashes. Perfectionism is not a good trait to have. Most of us strive to be perfect. Yeah, you should always strive to be perfect. But it's okay to make mistakes. It's also okay if not everyone agrees with you and not everyone feels that what you did is perfect. Such people also tend to set very high bar for themselves. And if they cannot achieve that, then again, their whole world comes crashing down on their heads. First, they set what is impossible to achieve. Then when they find it very hard to achieve, to reach there, they will compare themselves with others without knowing the background of the other person, whether life is easy for that other person or difficult. or what that other person is going through, that's not what they're seeing. They're not seeing the full picture. They're just seeing a part of that other person, comparing themselves with that other person, then feeling bad about themselves. And, setting off that negativity loop. Point number 5. Fear of rejection or criticism. As I said, they constantly need approval. So if there is one person who comes and criticizes what they've done, they will not take it with a grain of salt. They will not look at the picture as, okay, 99 people liked it, so different people are entitled. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so it's okay if someone does not like my work. But they need that approval from all of the 100 people. This inferiority complex math goes like this. One person rejects, it's a rejection. 99 people approve and one person rejects, it's still a rejection. Their brain seeks out the negative side of things and hones in on that. And it will hold on to that part. One person said it was not good, so it is not good. Doesn't matter that the other 99% of the people actually approved of the project. And they said that it's very beautiful, or it's amazing, or it's great work. It does not matter. And because of this fear, we come to point number 6. Such people try to avoid any kind of challenge because they are always worried that they will come up short. They are always worried about criticism. They always worry, they always have a self-doubt, and this self-doubt keeps them from progressing further because they're always worried that, okay, maybe I'm not good enough. So maybe I should not, maybe that challenge is not meant for me. I should just not take that challenge. It's just not for me. I will screw it up. I will not be able to get things done the way it should be, and I will just mess things up, and then it will not be good, and everyone will be unhappy with me. So, I'm not going to take the challenge. I'm just going to stay away from it. I'm just going to be in the safe zone, and I'm not going to dip my feet in muddy waters, or so to say. They will not take challenges, and life is nothing but a road of challenges. It's like one challenge after the other. But it's their negative self-confidence, absence of self-confidence rather, and that negative self-talk that's constantly going on in their head that keeps them from progressing in life. Next, difficulty accepting compliments. As I told you, they have a constant loop of negative self-talk going on in their head. So they're constantly criticizing themselves. So suppose if I'm a person with inferiority complex, I would be like, oh, I am wearing the red shirt. Red is not a color for me. I shouldn't have got my hair colored. Oh my god, I just don't look nice. This doesn't look good on me. Red is not my color. Why am I even wearing this? Oh my god, people are just going to hate me for it. So on and so forth. Now I step out of the house and someone actually compliments me on my dress or on my hair, and I'm like, oh, they're just being polite. You're just being polite. It's okay. I know this doesn't look good on me. I know this is not my color. Instead of accepting a compliment given by someone, they will just try to, either find their way around the compliment, or they'll just totally reject it. No, it's okay. I know you just mean well, and you don't want me to feel bad that I'm wearing such a horrible color, but I know red is a pretty color. I'm just looking horrible in it. It's so not my color. I know it's not my color, etc, etc, etc. So that's how it perpetuates. And they find it extremely difficult to accept if someone's calling them beautiful or someone saying that you did a great job, because in their head they already have designed 10 different points against the work they did. Point number 9, low self-esteem. Obviously, when you're constantly belittling yourself, how the hell will your self-esteem even rise? It's practically impossible, right? And that is what exactly happens in the case of such people. Those who face inferiority complex find it very hard to boost their self-esteem. They refuse to accept compliments. Even if a compliment is given to them, they'll try to either reject it or skirt their way around it. They find it very easy to critique themselves even if they've done a good job. They just don't want to trust themselves in anything. If one person disapproves of their work while 99 people approve, it's still a major disapproval, and they are a big disappointment in their lives, and their life is disappointing. They'll compare themselves to others. They will set impossible standards that they want to achieve, and then when they don't get there, obviously their self-confidence will fall. So if you are someone stuck in this loop, first understand that all of these things that you're doing to yourself is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this to yourself. This is absolutely wrong. And point number 10, engaging in defensive behavior. They are their own critiques, but they also don't want to be questioned. Now, the question may not be, I'm not saying that the person is questioning in a negative light only. Someone may be curious. Okay, oh wow, okay, this is working. All right, how did you get it done? And they feel that you're questioning me. You're doubting my skills. You think I don't have it in me to get this done. That's because their self-criticism is constantly going on in their head. It's not a reflection on the other person. It's a reflection on their own self. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves to be able to accomplish or achieve anything. And if they do achieve that thing, and someone comes and asks them, they'll be like, oh, so you don't think that I would be able to do it? You don't want me to do it? You don't think I am capable of it? They'll either act this way, or they'll go on the opposite side. So what? Do I look like I care what you think? Your opinions don't even matter. Just, go away and stuff like that. Like, either super arrogant, or they'll take a completely defensive position and go like, oh, why do you think I cannot do it? Like, I did it. And I made all of this, and why are you behaving like this? Do you think I'm a cheater? You think I will cheat my project? I will cheat and do it? This kind of a behavior comes on. So if you are recognizing these signs in yourself, then you need to address the fact that you are suffering from an inferiority complex. Now, what gave a rise to this complex? Only you know. But if you have it, it's very easy to work on yourself. First, be patient with yourself. Stop that loop of negative self-talk. If people are paying you compliments, accept them wholeheartedly. Oh yes, thank you so much. It's very easy to say that, these 4 words, thank you so much, instead of saying, oh, it's okay, I know you're trying to be nice and I really don't deserve this compliment and stuff like that. If someone's asking you something, question them. Okay, why do you want to know? They'll tell you, oh, I'm curious, I like this stuff that you've done and I would like to know more. It's that simple. If you have a query, ask them. Instead of just deciding that the person has decided, that the person thinks that you have cheated on your project, or they don't expect you to know that much or anything. You don't know what's going on in that other person's head. You have no idea. So just ask. Stop that negative talk with yourself. Learn to be positive in your own head. Encourage yourself. Yes, I did as much as I could. You don't have to climb the top of Mount Everest. If you can get work done by climbing 100 feet, just let that be. Don't have to go beyond that. Don't have to force yourself to do things. Don't have to set unlimitedly, unachievably high standards. It's just going to make your life more difficult. Keep life easy, keep life simple. Work towards what you can achieve. Talk to yourself positively. Recognize yourself as a person with limits and stay within your limits. And when someone asks you, do not automatically assume negative of it. Ask those people, ask them why they want to know this, or why is such a certain interest? I'm just curious. I just want to know why you're suddenly so interested in my work. And they might tell you, oh, you've been progressing beautifully, and I just want to know what's the secret behind this. Life is simple. Life is easy. But we have to make it simple and easy. If we let our minds go wild, life would be the most complicated puzzle you've ever solved. I hope these points help. And I hope you start working on yourself if you recognize these signs. If you have any queries, you can always reach out to me. I do co-working sessions on Twitch every day except Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. You can reach me there. You can put down your queries in the comment section below. The more comments you put, the more YouTube will show this video to others. And as you know, this is a crucial topic that more and more people need to know. So if you liked the information that I presented here, please go ahead, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to check out the Guilt-Free Mind blog, the link will be right there in the description. Please go ahead and have a look at the blog. If you like the content, please subscribe to that as well. So every week when a new blog post releases, I can directly send it to you in your inbox. Well, that's about it for this one. I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.